face.
This is a ICE detention center in New Jersey. And there's big protests out in front of the detention center because the word has gotten out, probably through guards and through family members, that there are maggots in the food of this ICE detention center. They're being chained up all day, all night. They're starving to death. They're not allowed to see their family members. And there are protests in front of this ICE detention center in New Jersey because of it. You see, this is the richest country on the planet Earth. And when you have an abundance of money, you are supposed to have an abundance of resources to be able to feed the poor, feed the sick. And when you bring someone into prison, there you are now a custodian, the custodian over their lives. And for these people that have maggots in their food, that is not happening because of a lack of resources. It's happening because the heart of white people is absolutely cruel. They want these immigrants to die who haven't even been brought before a judge. If you even loved the idea of America that the founding fathers set up and fought for during the Revolutionary War, you would be kind unto prisoners. And so because of it, when people broke off from America, they made sure to have laws passed to say, we will be better than our oppressor. We'll be better than the country that we broke away from. And they put it into law. The problem is you are no better than the British who you broke away from. You are no better than the French, no better than the Spaniard. You simply wanted to be the author of cruelty. And that's why you fought for freedom in wars and yet kept slaves in chains in America. Andersonville was a Confederate prison camp, and it was hell on earth. It was hell on earth.
It says the prison was overcrowded to 4 times its capacity, had an inadequate water supply, inadequate food, and unsanitary conditions. Of the 45,000 Union prisoners held at Camp Sumter during the war, nearly 13,000 or 28% of them died from scurvy, diarrhea.
44,000 prisoners. Of the 44,000 prisoners that were there, 28% of them died from the condition at Fort Sumter, which was later called Andersonville.
The chief causes of death were scurvy, diarrhea, and dysentery.
That's what they died. Dysentery. Dysentery is just dying of dehydration from diarrhea. Scurvy is when you have a lack of vitamins. If you're only eating bread and water, you're going to get scurvy because you need a certain amount of vitamins in your diet, vitamin C, to be able to survive. So if your entire diet is bread and water, you're going to get scurvy from the lack of vitamins and nutrition. They died from cruelty. They died from neglect, from just putting these people in this prison and never caring about it. It's happening today in New Jersey tonight.